Hello pretty peoples, KawaJapa no Kyodori desu. I am Kyodori from KawaJapa. Today we are going to talk about the particle ni. Kinetic RBWY-san thanks me for making it clear how the different uses of the particle wa are all tied to its core function. And she says the other thing that has been hard for me to get a proper handle on is ni, mostly because of its sheer versatility. Now ni is indeed a very versatile particle, but most of its more basic functions do tie together with one core functionality, and that is that ni is what I call the destination particle. When you first encounter ni, it's probably as a literal destination, isn't it? Watashi wa koen ni ikimashita. I went to the park. The park was the destination of my going, the literal destination. And we also use it for a thing that has achieved its destination and remains there. Watashi wa koen ni imashita. I was at the park. I went there. That was my destination, and now I am there. We use it also in the same way for inanimate objects. Hon wa teburu no ue ni arimashita. There was a book on the table, or literally, on the on of the table, a book existed. Somebody put it there at some point. That was its destination. At some future point, someone will take it away. But currently, it is at its arrived, completed destination. Now, if we're doing anything at the park other than simply being there, we have to use de. Koen de hon wo yonda. At the park I read a book. But so long as we are treating it simply as the destination to which we went, or the destination at which we have arrived and remain, we use ni. We use ni for either riding a train or getting on a train. Densha ni norimashita can mean I got on the train, or it can mean I rode on the train. And you see, these are the two uses of ni. To get on the train is our destination. To ride the train, why do we say that when we're taking the action of riding the train? Well, simply riding the train is not an action, is it? The train moves at 200 miles an hour, but we don't move at all. If we throw a ball into the air, it does not fly backwards in the train at 200 miles an hour. It falls back into our hand. That is because in relation to the train, we are stationary. And although this is the theory of relativity, and people didn't know this at an earlier time, it is a fact of human experience. So to ride the train is simply a question of being, just as sitting in a room is simply a question of being. Now, so far we have talked about we as a literal destination in space, but it can be a more figurative destination. If we look at the sentence, koen ni asobi ni ikimashita, we see two ni's, and they are both marking a kind of destination. Koen ni ikimashita obviously is the straightforward destination marker. The park was the place I went to. I went to the park to play. Koen ni ikimashita marks the physical destination. Asobi ni marks the ultimate destination of the action, its intention, its aim, its destination. The destination of going was the park, but the destination of the entire action, going to the park, its aim was to play. Koen ni asobi ni ikimashita. Now, once we understand that kind of figurative destination, we also understand why ni marks the indirect object of a sentence. Boru wo Mary ni nageta. I threw a ball at or to Mary. The ball is the thing I actually threw, but the ultimate destination of that action was Mary. In English, we say I threw the ball at Mary, I threw the ball to Mary, or even I dropped the ball on Mary. In Japanese, we always use the same particle ni, so it's in fact rather simpler. Ni in this case is marking the ultimate destination of the action. Now, from this targeting or destination concept, we can also understand the way ni is used with words like naru, to become. Hime wa kaeru ni narimashita. The princess turned into a frog. Watashi wa isha ni naritai. I wish to become a doctor. In each of these cases, ni is marking the target, the destination of the transformation, isn't it? A frog is what the princess turned into. A doctor is what I wish to become. The target of that transformation. You can also use the active suru in these cases rather than the passive naru. You can turn something into something else, and the target of that transformation is always going to be marked by ni. Now, understanding this also helps us to understand another aspect of ni, which is its use with so-called na adjectives. If you use ni in place of na with a na adjective, it becomes not an adjective but an adverb. For example, if we say shizuka na onna no ko, we are saying a quiet girl. But if we say shizuka ni aruita, we are saying walked quietly. If a teacher in an anime says shizuka ni, that means be quiet. Literally, it's short for shizuka ni shite kudasai, please be quiet, or literally, please do quietly, or more naturally, please act quietly, please act in a quiet manner. So you see, ni here is marking the target of the transformation of the action. If we say, Kanojo wa kirei ni mieta, she looked pretty, the actual structure of that sentence, as you can see, is Kanojo ga, the actor, looked. She looked. And kirei ni is telling us more about the way she looked. She appeared. How did she appear? She appeared pretty. The target of her appearance was prettiness, the target of that transformation. We can also see how this connects to the use of ni to mark the indirect object. We say, Boru wo Mary ni nageta, I threw the ball at Mary. The action is throwing the ball, and the ultimate target of that action is Mary, isn't it? In this case, Kanojo wa kirei ni mieta. The actual action is the girl appeared, but the ultimate target of that action is prettiness. She appeared. How did she appear? She appeared pretty. That's the ultimate target. That's the target of the transformation of the action. She appeared in a pretty way. Pretty is how she appeared. Alright, so with the notion of targeting, I think we can understand most of the common functions of ni. In relation to human interaction, there are some other things to consider, but that really would be opening a fresh subject, so that would be something perhaps for another lesson. Please remember that the course book for this course of lessons is Unlocking Japanese. You can get it at Amazon in paperback or Kindle editions, and we recommend reading the book along with following this course. Thank you once again for attending this lesson. これからもよろしくお願いします. Class dismissed.